Hi guys, blessing, 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 blessing to you. Welcome to my channel once more. This morning I will be doing another vlog and I'll be preparing some spaghetti and meatball for you with broccoli. So here, let me just show you my ingredients. I have some flour here that I'm going to use to coat my meatball, and I have a coconut milk here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the spaghetti to boil into the coconut milk. And then when after I finish fry and coat the meatball in the flour, I'm going to season them up first, and I'm just going to coat them and I'm going to fry them up, and then I'm going to combine them together. And I have my sauce right here. I have my pasta sauce, cheese and garlic, and it's a Hunt's flavor. So here, let I just show you first step. First step here, I already put on the coconut milk right here. Right here, coconut milk. So I'm going to put that to boil, and I'm going to season the coconut milk. I'm just going to put a little complete season with a little tubs of salt, and I'm going to boil it with a piece of onion, and I'm going to let it boil with the spaghetti, so it done going to have a little flavor to it already. Then when it finished to boil, I'm going to set it aside, and then I'm going to put my sauce to boil. So I'm just going to show you, I'm just showing you the basic of what I'm doing. So stay tuned and just continue to watch as I show you what I'm cooking for you today. So enjoy, continue to like, share and subscribe, and please do hit the notification sign, and whenever time I post a video you will always be notified. Here we have a egg, and so we're just going to break it on top of the meatballs. Just pour it. I'm just going to just mix it together, so all the meatballs get a little head on top of it. Just mix it together. I already tip a little black pepper on the meatball, a little garlic salt, and I also put a little season to the flour also. You can use bread and soak it if you wish. You could cut up the bread and put it in the stove and mix it up in this instead of using the flour. You don't even have to use flour, but it's just an easier way for me for it not to stick. I already have the pot on the stove, and the oil is already getting heated. I'm now going to mix the meatball into the flour. Just coat it into the flour. And remember, I boil my spaghetti into little coconut milk. Instead of the water, I'm using some coconut milk. The coconut milk already started to boil, so I'm now going to put my spaghetti in the pot. Just break it straight to the pot. Give it a little stir. if I should use a whole pack, because you know it swells whenever time it cooks. It's really sour. It's just piece of the spaghetti that get caught in the oil. Oh. I just gotta use the whole pot. No use leave this to a piece. Okay. Now I'm going to tip a little garlic salt to it. This one is finished, so I just use the last. I know having these herbs and everything. Okay, so that part. And then now we're going to cover it and let it boil. Turn down the heat, let it take your time and just boil. My oil is now near to be hot. Sizzling. You just go to fry them. You don't have to fry them right through. You just want it to have a little color to it. So I'm now putting in my meatball. So I'm taking it from the flour. Just knocking off back some of the flour, the excess flour. Okay, I just want it to coat a little. And the pot is big enough so you can actually hold all the meatball at the same time. And you don't need plenty oil in the pot. No, you don't need plenty oil. So I'm just coating. So remember now, what I did, I'm boiling the pasta into some coconut milk, and that way it's going to have a lot of flavor. And I seasoned the coconut milk, so you could season it with season of your choice. Then I get a head and I coat the meatballs. And after I finish coat the meatballs in the egg, I season the flour also, despite the meatball was seasoned already, and I put them now in the pot, since the pot is now hot. Wash off my hand. The flour is really sticky when it gets wet on the hand. Just put in 3 more here. Okay, 2 more. I said yes, Lord, yes. right now my pasta is boiling. And the coconut milk, and the coconut milk is well seasoned. And I have a piece of onion in it and some garlic salt, and it's just boiling down perfectly into the coconut milk. And my meatball is frying up. They're browning up perfectly. I have another batch right here. So as soon as these finish, I'm going to just take them and put them aside. You can use whatever seasoning you have, whatever one you have that you love, that's suitable to you. Remember, whenever time you see someone make a recipe, it's always a different version or alternative or whatever you could try in your home base. Now that the meatball finished brown and catches color, you're now going to pour the oil out of the frying pan. You don't need any oil. Anything you must be seeing is just like this. So you're going to now pour in your little herbs, and you're going to just let it fry up right here. Just marinate the little seasoning right there. Just let it fry up. You don't want it burnt, so turn it down, let it fry up at low heat. Now that it's finished frying, you're going to pour in your pasta sauce. Just pour it in. Pour it all in. And let it start. So I'm going to season to just blend in perfectly. So the pasta now boiled, so I'm going to pour off the pasta. I'm not going to throw away the milk. I'll just show you now. I'm going to just pour out the pasta. Turn off the stove. You just stir. Yeah, just stir it. It's smelling really nice. Make sure the heat is down so it's not splashing up on you. Now here you have the pasta right here, and it drain off the milk. It's right there. Now this the milk, you're going to use the milk back. Now the sauce is still taking its time now to still steam down a little. And now got to cut out my broccoli. Remember, you gotta put the broccoli in. Make sure to wash your vegetable. Even when you wash them and you put them in the fridge, just give them a little rinse after. It don't hurt, right? Here is where the milk now comes in. I'm going to pour back the milk in the pot. Pour it back in the pot. Look how creamy and rich it is. Look at that. Got to get a lovely flavor from it. Now that your broccoli already washed, pour it right in here. Keep it all in. Then I'm going to put it back on the stove now. Now, turn on the stove. And you're going to pour your meatball right into the sauce. You're going to bathe them. Just give them a bath. Right, short it. Then you're going to remove them and put them in the pot over there. Because remember, the bath is mostly for the pasta. Now pour your pasta into the meatball, and with all the sauce, just stir it in, just stir it right in. You don't want the broccoli to be soggy, so just keep stirring at a low heat. Can you see? Stir the sauce right in. Mix in your pasta, make sure everything get in. Your broccoli spaghetti meatball dinner. And to top it off, here we have some Parmesan cheese, and you can use whatever cheese you so desire, and sprinkle it around on top. Just sprinkle it on top. Stir. You know this tastes delicious because guess what? The coconut and milk. You just gotta sprinkle a little black pepper on top. Not much, just for flavor. If you have any parsley, just sprinkle it over it, and voila, then it's ready to serve. And I just have a taste in my hand. And then it's right here. And if you're a meat lover, then you could just do some hot wings on this side. But this is a complete meal. Just look. Let I show you. And here you have it. Nice and creamy. But if you feel like you still would like to have a little butter, it's okay. If you feel like you want to put some butter to it, add some butter to it. Just add a little butter. If you have garlic butter, if you don't have, remember, whatever you have, turn your hand and make fashion. And for those of you who don't understand me, I just said, whatever you have, just turn your hand and make fashion. You don't have to use exactly what I use. So you could put a little butter to it. Just put a little butter. If you have garlic butter, whatever will do. I put a little tip to it. So there you have it. You can just sprinkle a little parsley on the top. And there you have it. Such a lovely pasta meal. Your spaghetti meatball with broccoli. And there you have it. Your spaghetti meatball with broccoli. Creamy and delicious. Tasty. And remember, just top it off with a little cheese on top.